The video you're about to see is for educational purposes only. What you do with this information is at your own risk. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So today's video, we're going to be setting up the Bluetooth controller so that way we can have multiplayer support in Ubuntu with the Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you are the 3 controllers that I'm going to be pairing in this video. I wanted to do a 4th one that was an Xbox One S controller. However, for some reason, the Xbox button does not disable the keyboard mouse function mapping. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll most likely leave a picture somewhere on your screen. And for the Joy-Con as an example, if you push the screen capture button, it enables and disables the keyboard mouse function. And you need to have this disabled when you're using RetroPie. So as we go along in the video, I'll explain this again. But with the Xbox controller, I'm not able to disable this feature, and I'm not able to do a correct button layout in RetroPie. So with that being said, we're only going to be doing these 3 controllers, and I'll be showing some examples later on in the video, having my son play with me some titles. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so let's go ahead and start pairing these controllers. So with using your physical keyboard and mouse, you can navigate to the top right hand corner of Ubuntu and click on this Bluetooth icon. Make sure these 2 are checked and then click on Bluetooth settings. And move this so that way you can see. And under Bluetooth settings, you're going to have a devices tab here, and under here are going to be your controllers that you are going to pair or have paired already. So you might have your Joy-Cons that you set up Ubuntu with already paired. And the reason why I don't have mine already paired is because for some strange reason, when I connect multiple Joy-Cons, my original controllers that I have set up with Ubuntu no longer automatically pair and just work. I have to unpair them and repair them. Now, it doesn't happen all the time, but because it happens, I want to minimize as many issues as possible that you might have, and I went ahead and unpaired them for this video right now. So you don't have to unpair yours. You can go ahead and try and pair all the controllers that you want to try and see how it goes for you. But like I said, just trying to minimize some issues. So with that, let's go ahead and start pairing. And I would suggest that you use the pair that you started with for creating Ubuntu if you don't have it connected. So if you want to pair a Joy-Con, there's these buttons on the bottom of it for sync, and you just hold it down and it'll start the pairing process. So once you see the colors start blinking, then it's ready for pairing. And then you can go into Ubuntu and click on this plus, and it's going to look for all your Bluetooth devices that you might have around, and you're going to look for Joy-Con L. Then just click on next. You're going to want to do the same thing for the right Joy-Con. Make sure you do the Joy-Cons in order. And now that we have the right one blinking, let's go ahead and quit here in Ubuntu, click the plus sign, and then look for the right Joy-Con. And then click on next. Okay, so now the Joy-Cons are connected, and what we're going to want to do next is click on quit. And when they're blinking like this, they're waiting to be mapped as first, second, third, or fourth. So if you want your main controller to be first, you're going to want to do this one first, and you're going to want to click the 2 back triggers, and it will set you up for player 1. So now the blinking stopped after you clicked on both back triggers, and now we are in player 1. So that's pretty much it. Now we can go ahead and do that with the next pair of Joy-Cons. Same thing. Hold down the sync buttons, wait for the blinking, and then look for them in Ubuntu. On left, connect it, do the same thing, look for the right, which is here. And now we have the second pair of Joy-Cons ready. And then you're going to want to click the 2 back triggers. And now we have no more blinking, and we have these controllers set to player 2. And last, we want to do the PlayStation 4 controller. We can go ahead and put this one in pairing mode. And we're going to want to hold down the share button and the PlayStation button until you see blinking on your controller. There you go. Once it starts blinking like this, it's in pairing mode. And now we go back to Ubuntu, click the plus, and look for the controller. It's going to say wireless controller, I think. Hasn't found it yet. There you go. Wireless controller, joypad. Go ahead and click on that. And then click on next. I think the Xbox controller will be the same thing as a wireless controller. And that's pretty much it. Now, there's no more blinking and it's paired. Now, there's one specific thing that I would like to mention that you will know for sure that your Joy-Cons are completely paired is if with this left analog you have cursor function. So this is what I was talking about earlier, that the button mapping, you need to disable and enable it. So right now it's automatically enabled, and you see here on the screen I can move the cursor. So that's how you know that your controllers are completely connected, if you have cursor function. And of course, with that picture I showed you, you can right click and then you can bring up the keyboard, pushing plus and things like that. But that's from my other video. Here I can get out of this Bluetooth settings because we are done now. We are set up with all the controllers, and you want to make sure that you have function with all your controllers. So this one should also move the mouse. Same thing, right click and have button function. And then lastly, your third controller will have the same function too. Oh, there you go. Now, in order to disable this function, you're going to want to push the screenshot capture on your Joy-Cons, and then on your other controllers there will be a button that's specific. So I don't know how many other controllers will work, but as far as I know, the PlayStation 4 is working. So you can see here that I'm moving it, and if you push the PlayStation button, it won't move anymore. And you need to disable the keyboard and mouse function because RetroPie won't recognize the buttons and it won't work. So if I push it again, I'll have button function. So if you want to just have just one controller at the moment functioning everything, that way people won't have any mistakes, you can automatically start disabling their button mapping at instant. So you see here I have movement, click the screen capture, and now I don't have movement. So you'll have only one dedicated controller. That's if you need to have it dedicated at the moment and you don't want to use your physical keyboard and mouse. Or you can automatically disable it and just use your keyboard and mouse to open RetroPie. Okay, so after you finish pairing the controllers that you want to try and use, now what we need to do is go into RetroPie and finish setting them up in there so that way they work with your games. So you can enter RetroPie with using your physical keyboard and mouse, or you can use your controllers to enter it as well. I'm going to show you with the controllers. You're going to want to navigate to the top left, click on the search your computer, and then here you're going to want to open up your keyboard layout with plus button, and then you're going to scroll down till you see the R, click on R, and then you can go back up and then click on RetroPie. Once you enter RetroPie, you're going to want to click plus to get rid of your keyboard, and then you're going to have to disable this function by using the screen capture button, and then you won't have the keyboard function layout anymore. Or if you're using your PS controller, you're going to want to use the PS button. So when you open RetroPie, it should automatically have some simple button functions set up in RetroPie, but your games are not set up yet. So what you want to do with that, or your other controllers are not set up. So you might have set up your controllers from a previous Ubuntu setup, but your other controllers need to be set up with a button layout as well. So we do that by going into RetroPie, clicking on the plus button, and then we're going to scroll down to configure input. Click on A. Then it says, are you sure you want to configure the input? I'm going to click on yes. And in the middle of the screen, it says now we have 3 gamepads detected. If you already have one of your gamepads already set up from a previous Ubuntu install, you don't need to set up the first controller anymore. You just need to set up the other controllers. But in this video, I'm going to show you as an example. I'm going to be setting up all 3 controllers all over again. So it says hold A button to configure your device. So if I hold A, it's going to show on the bottom Nintendo Joy-Cons combined. And here you need to be very careful, because if you put the wrong button on the wrong layout, then you'll have to start all over. And if you finish setting up the button layout, you'll have to try and figure out your way to get back into using the button layout. But of course, the other controllers already work as well, and you can go back into the configuration like that. Just want to let you know that it's not the end of the world if you mess up, but try your best not to. So with here, I'm going to do the D-pad up, down, left, right, start, and select. A, B, X, Y, left shoulder, left trigger, right trigger. Left thumb is you got to push it in. Right thumb, you got to push it in. And then left analog up, down, left, right. Right analog up, down, left, right. And the hotkey enable is, I think, a button that you have to use in order to get out. So I'm not sure really how to do this feature. So what I do is I do the start and select buttons together at the same time. Start and select. You would push these two buttons when you enter a game, and once you push these two buttons, it will take you out of the game, and you can choose your next ones. So that we're done. We can go ahead and click on A on OK. And then that's it. Now the button configuration is set up for this gamepad, and then it'll work with most of your games. I haven't had any issues with any of my games, so you should be good to go on this. So now what we need to do is connect the other controllers. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to speed this up, but I'm going to go into it with this. It says 3 game pads connected. I'm going to put these down. Now I'm going to do player 2. I'm going to do the same thing. Hold A. I found the Joy-Cons combined. We're going to do the same process. I'm going to speed this up because you already saw it. The PlayStation controller or any other controller that's not Joy-Cons, you're going to get confused of the button layout, but of course A would be this one, the circle, and it says wireless controller. Now we can enter it just like the regular button layout. Okay, that's it. So now we have a button layout for all of our controllers. We can now go back to player 1, and you can just continue with playing whatever games that you want to play. Okay, so sorry for the pause here, but I was editing my video because I had finished all my recording, and I found out that my audio was really bad at the end. So I had to restart this portion of the video. However, it's a good thing because I also found out something that I didn't know. When you're in RetroPie and you set up your configure buttons, in order that you set it up, last will be the first player. So if you did this one first, this one second, this one third, then the third one that you did, which will be the last one, will be first player, and then reverse order: first, second, and third. Just letting you know, because I did not know that. So now I did my button layout, and now my PlayStation 4 controller is first player. So everything that I just said went out the window, even with pairing the Bluetooth, because now this is 1 and this is 2. And now I have, I guess, this 3. But that doesn't matter in RetroPie. So with that said, now that I know that this is first player, let's go ahead and enter one of these games. So in Arcade Classics, I'm going to use as the example to show you that all 3 controllers are working. I'm going to enter Arcade Classics, and for those of you that might be as old as I am, you remember wasting a whole bunch of controllers in the arcade, and have X-Men, The Simpsons, and then Turtles in Time. It was one of my favorites. So we're going to go ahead and test it out with that. I'm going to enter it. Here you'll briefly see on the screen that all 3 controllers will be paired as soon as it pops up. So I know my camera's in the way, but the bottom left says that all 3 controllers have been paired, and once the game is running, then we can test it out. Okay, so I hope that you can hear the audio. I've lowered it now and see if it's not so choppy. But what I want to show y'all is, all three controllers working at the same time. So I don't think the audio matters at the moment. So with arcades, of course, you want to put a coin in, and it's already set up with RetroPie, all the button layout. And with MAME, or any type of arcade like FB Nero and stuff like that, putting in coins will be the minus button. So let's go ahead and push the minus button, see if it works. And here we have player 3. So that's what I was talking about. In the order that you do the configure input on the buttons will be the player. So I guess you'll find out later on if you have the 3 players, and you can just swap out the controllers and see who wants to be who in the game. But let's push another coin. Next controller. There we go. And then the last controller will be first player, push coin, and now we have all 3 controllers working. So let's go ahead and enter the game, see, just to show you that they are all on the screen. And as always, you have the FPS on the top, still 60 frames, and I haven't accessed the get start on the controller, so let's go ahead and put them in, and there we go. Now we have all the players in the game. Oh, there you go. Sometimes it will have times where it won't work, and Splinter just got rid of us in that way. But there you go. All 3 players are working in the game. One of my Joy-Cons, which has to be this one, has a bad drift. So just letting you know that's why it's running that way. But it's showing you that it's working. So I have the other 2 working as well. But yeah, there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and get out of this game before Splinter takes all my lives. Pushing plus and minus will get you out of your games. And yeah, that would be the same thing even with the Simpsons. Okay, same thing with the Simpsons. You can go ahead and click on the minus button. There you go. Minus button. Put in some quarters. Then minus button again. Now we have all 3 players again. Of course, it doesn't want to work for me because when I record with my Elgato, for some reason, having this Bluetooth controllers don't work very well. There you go. We have the players. I don't know which one Bart is. But there you go. They are all working. I just can't control everybody all at once. But yeah, that's another example. And the last example I'm going to show y'all is something with analog, because I'm using my D-pad. But for those of you curious of using the analog, we can go ahead and try and do with the N64 and enter the Super Smash Bros. There you go. Now I have all the controllers in here. Go ahead and play with all 4 controllers if you had the 4th controller connected, but should be working just fine. Oops, there you go. And all 3 controllers are working. So just wanted to show you that. Of course, with my Elgato, I can't really show my controllers working so good because of, I don't know why recording with the Elgato makes my controllers mess up. Don't understand it. But yeah, that's how you connect your controllers, and that's pretty much it. Now the rest of this video will be about some gameplay that I did with my son, and showing y'all that the multiplayer works as well. But just to show you a little bit of gameplay that my son and I are doing, showing the 2 players. So with that being said, everything's working for me. I hope everything works for you. But of course, if it doesn't work for you, you can leave a comment down below and I'll try and help you out as best as I can. And also, I will have links to my social media accounts. That way you can try and reach me there if I don't respond in YouTube. And also I have Discord where you can reach me there as well. But I just want to remind y'all with Discord, you have to only ask about help with setups. You can't ask about anything that deals with some types of piracy and things like that. So if you ask me in my social media accounts, I can talk to you with a lot more freedom. But with Discord, I'm trying to keep the community with help, and that will only be its use. It's help in the physical aspect with CFW. But yeah, let me know if it does work for you, and the type of games you play, and things like that. So let me know if you want to see a specific game, and I can go ahead and try that as well. But other than that, thank you for watching. I appreciate the love and support that y'all guys do for me and this channel, and I love you as well. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. I love this map. My favorite.
The worst.
Okay. Donkey.
Spoilers. Whoa. What? You don't you
Oh no, we need it. We need to survive.
Man, not Link. Oh.
Jacob, get it.
I like.
Just
I got. Oh, button mash is amazing.
Where are you going? No.
Yeah. I can't fly.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody else with that thing was like, this is the most amazing, and then cleared everybody. I'm killing Kirby. I mean, what one hit? One hit, you killed me.
Okay.
Ooh, grab it with B. I was about to do it. Blast him. No! Eat. Your blast going
Killed
to
him. Oh, Pikachu is upset.
Why am I sparking?
He's going to beat me up.
Get him into a tornado. Ow! Haha.
Hey.
Hey, I just want to win. Oh! Oh! Wait. Everything has to be a U. Like, this thing is a U. That thing is a U. This sucking in power is a U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. You killed me! Mr. Rock! I just had my Jedi powers.
I learned all his moves now. I can actually kill him.
Waiting for you.
Stop talking.
He tried to kill him. Ooh, I got
What?
Did she get hit?
Hey, I love you.
Oh my god.
You have to get a new one.
I was gonna try to throw you in there. Oh.
No! You have me now?
Which one do you want now?
I want Mega Man.
Mega Man. Wow. Crash code. Negative guy.
Wait, I'm on
Wait,
top.
I'm Mega Man.
Wait. I'm so good.
You picked Crash turn. Why are you going into the water?
Where am I
Stop
going?
using those.
What?
Why did I do this? Why did I? I'm supposed to be showing that there's 2-player options here.
Here you go.
I'm blowing up people.
You didn't even do anything.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, this one's you.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I picked Mega Man.
I thought I was being good for once.
You're going the wrong way.
I want to be Mega Man.
You know what? I'm going to restart this. This is the worst. Okay, Mary, you're down there. And you took my power up. How are you first now? Grab that team. It's just one button. 2 buttons. One is, I think it's this one now. And one is shoot. You're red, I'm blue.
Why is my character just running like that?
You gotta wait for stuff. We'll push other buttons.
You fell. I fell down.
Don't get shot by that thing.
You die. What?
I have to go over there. I'm gonna jump into that guy. Dude, I keep getting shot. You're right under him.
Dude, what is this football player doing over here?
Ooh!
I think I fell off them. I'm back.
The football player got me. I dodged those. I matrixed those bullets. Right inside the bed. Want that?
Yeah,
Glad I
yeah.
got you. Game over already.
Game over with the world.
Well, that as you can see, there's 2 players on here.
Well, there used
Just
to
lost
be.
my 2 players. How long it took me to get this to work?
You know how long it took me to understand.
Oh, I still got killed by it.
Which one to select it, which one to start. But then
Well, I guess well, stop pushing that one. Look, I'm pushing this one.
Kelly punched me.
Take that.
Where are you going?
No.
I was still fighting that one
Leave
guy.
the girl, get her. You Dude, why are there zombies going through the ceiling? I'm smacking the Oh,
I'm getting
goodness.
shot over here.
I'm getting chocolate out of this guy. I know. I'm fighting the girl.
Are you gonna fight something else besides the wall? This guy still won't die.
There's no time.
Here, take this. A man with golden eyes said to give it to you.
I bet this sounds so good with the audio. No time to get out of here.
Wow.
I have a machete gun. What the world is this game?
Where are you going?
I'm back.
Like I dancing over here. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this one. There's 2 players. Where are you going now?
I'm going back for the girl.
My guy wants
What?
that. It's on the screen. Okay.